Does love conquer all? Totoo nga ba?
She was young. We were 15 years apart. And we dated for a year, but it didn't work out because I had other plans and I thought she was too young for me.
So at that time, parang it's more of your career.
We met. She was young. It wasn't the right time for me. So I left.
You ghosted me.
I-
He ghosted me. He invented the ghosting.
Oh, guys, nakita nyo ha? Hindi lang pala sa Pilipinas ang ghosting, talagang kahit dito sa LA umaabot ang ghosting.
So I really felt betrayed.
Okay.
So, but then, that's when I set my goals. I need to do everything I can to get my...
So wait a minute, you ghosted her and then all of a sudden, you want her back.
Well, I stopped my wedding. I was supposed to get married.
Di ba usually babae ang tumatakbo sa wedding? Ngayon, lalaki.
No.
Runaway groom.
Runaway groom! Merong nangyari na nagkaroon ng kasakit, nagkaroon ng cancer. Tapos, pareho kayong may previous partners before. Nagkaroon ng ghosting. But still, here you are. You're both very successful, lalo na dito sa Amerika. Ang galing lang. Sobrang galing nung story niyong dalawa. I'm very inspired with your story.
Podcast na naman with Gerald at Brian. Aral lang pulutan sa inuman at kwentuhan. Pinagsamang veterano, parehong talenta.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Life Over Whiskey Podcast, where we share valuable life lessons and stories you can learn from over a glass of whiskey. My name is Gerald, aka your regular pare, co-host of Life Over Whiskey. So for tonight, guys, nasa LA tayo, dito sa Chino. So, kita mo, iba yung settings natin. And ang ganda lang ng topic natin for tonight kasi ang topic natin for tonight is, does love conquer all? Totoo nga ba? Malaman natin dito kay Armand and si Glody. Hello guys!
Hello. My name is Armand. And this is my wife, Glody.
Hi, hello.
Welcome to our home.
So, ano ba ang take niyo dito sa topic natin for tonight? Does love conquer all?
Well, I think it does. Well, our story is very, very interesting. And we met here sa Pilipinas, as a US. We both came from the Philippines. And she was young. We were 15 years apart.
Okay.
And then I'm a physician in the Philippines, migrated here in the US to study here medicine, but things didn't go my way, so I have to study to become an RN, and then eventually got into the healthcare business.
Okay.
And I met my wife 2005. She was only
24 years old at that time.
and I was 15 years older. So I was her boss. We met
Here, in the US?
in the US,
Okay.
particularly in Topanga Canyon in San Fernando Valley.
Okay.
And we dated for a year, but it didn't work out because I had other plans and I thought she was too young for me.
So at that time, parang it's more of your career, right?
Yes.
How about for you, Glody?
Everything else.
Sorry?
Over everything else.
Oh.
So I'm Glody. I migrated here in the U.S. 2003. I was only 21 years old at that time. I was a cultural dancer.
Wow!
And I decided to stay. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to say sorry, but that was 2003. Started working IHOP, McDonald's, gas
Okay.
station, and all that, all odd jobs. And then,
She was undocumented.
yeah.
I was undocumented. And by the time I met her, I already was in my green card status. I was a registered nurse. And then we met. She was young. It wasn't the right time for me. So I left.
You ghosted me.
I-
He ghosted me. He invented the ghosting.
Oh, Guys, nakita nyo ha, hindi lang pala sa Pilipinas ang ghosting, talagang kahit dito sa LA umaabot ang
And
ghosting.
that was 2005.
2005.
It's okay.
So what happened is we didn't see each other until 7 years later.
7 years later.
She already had a child. She was married.
With how many kids? Sorry?
1 kid.
And I eventually had a kid with my former girlfriend.
Okay.
It didn't work out too.
How many kids? Sorry?
Just one.
Just one. Okay.
And then I was about to get married. I had a fiance. And then I was in Venice with my fiance. I got a text from her. She wanted to work for me in the office. I eventually owned my business, by the way, in the healthcare business, healthcare, home health. And then when I got her text, I accepted right away. Saw her a few weeks later. And then, I have this, I've been looking for her for a long time. Been trying to call her, but, my mind was somewhere else and she was upset with me.
How does it feel to be ghosted? I mean, syempre, nandito ka sa America and then feeling mo, you met the love of your life and then all of a sudden, ginost ka.
Right? Especially, he was your first love.
Yeah.
And then I was young and I didn't know anything. I didn't know anyone in the US at that time. So I really felt betrayed.
Okay.
So, but then, that's when I set my goals. I need to do everything I can to get my papers fixed. And I need to go back to school.
Okay.
Of course, to make a change or for myself for the better.
Yeah.
So, fast forward, I got married. I had one beautiful daughter at that time. And then went to school right away.
Okay.
I took the boards. I passed, and then during that 5 years, I kept receiving calls from him. Kept ignoring it over and over again.
So wait a minute, you ghosted her and then all of a sudden you want her back.
I had this lasting impression of her. She's a very strong little person. A strong little person.
Small but terrible.
Small but terrible, but very, very intelligent
Okay.
and very smart. So I guess I didn't meet anyone else that came close to her. So I kept wishing that I could have done better.
Okay.
So when she was working in the office, I started falling in love with her again. Then she was in a her marriage wasn't working out.
Okay.
Got a divorce.
She got a divorce, and then I stopped my wedding. I was supposed to get married.
Di ba usually babae ang tumatakbo sa wedding? Ngayon, lalaki.
No,
Runaway groom.
Runaway groom.
well, kasi I have a daughter. I had cancer before, and I feared that if something happens to me, I need someone I can depend on for my daughter.
Wow.
So I kept thinking of her, and we met again, and I decided to call off my wedding, and we dated for 2 years. We got married, and then eventually she became my business partner. It turned out that we work very well together, hand in hand. And I'm the only reason I was able to grow my business is because of her. It's really hard. It's really hard to do business, especially in a very competitive field. But having someone next to you doing the rest of the job while you focus on something else, on the growth, that makes it so much easier.
And we supported each other in every aspect and step of the way.
Okay.
Basically.
So from what I'm getting, both of you may previous partners. And then you both have kids.
Right.
Tapos kanina ata parang naalala ko lang off-cam, sinabi mo yung anak niyong dalawa is classmates.
Yes, it turned out na they go to the same school, and they were good friends.
Yeah, they're same age.
Same age.
So it's like having another set of twins.
Wow.
Basically. And now we have twins of our own.
Wow! So 4 na sila.
Yes.
Or, yeah.
I have 4 kids.
We have twin boys, and
They're turning 4.
they're 24. And we're even though the business has really kept us busy, and it's very challenging. But because we have each other, we can do it together. And now we have 3 businesses,
Wow.
2 here in California and 1 in Henderson, Nevada.
Wow. Alam mo, no, ang galing lang ng story nyo kasi merong nangyari na nagkaroon ng kasakit, nagkaroon ng cancer. Tapos, pareho kayong may previous partners before. Nagkaroon ng ghosting. But still, here you are. You know, you're both very successful, lalo na dito sa Amerika. Tapos, ang galing lang. Sobrang galing nung story niyong dalawa. I'm very inspired with your story. And kanina, I remember you were telling me rin about her struggles, like yung parang
Right.
meron siya bad experience
Yes.
before. Can you tell our audience?
Well, she's a Bayanihan dancer.
Okay.
She jumped ship with a couple of friends.
Okay.
She's very brave. She doesn't have any family member here, but she did it anyway because she has plans. She has bigger plans for herself.
That's great.
Yes,
That's great right there.
and she's very small, and
Small.
she worked. She worked for. She purchased fake identifications here in LA on her own with a couple of friends, and then she was
Ay
able.
man, discarding Pilipino yun.
I know.
Oo.
Yeah, she's very tough. That's why I like
Yeah.
her. She worked for McDonald's, IHOP, and a gas station at the same time, and that really impressed me. And then when she was working, as she was working at that time, she was bed spacing. Is that what you call bed
Yeah.
spacing? And then the owner of that house attempted to rape her.
Oh my God.
But she was able to escape, and she ran away at night, wearing just pajamas.
Uh-huh.
But she was able to get hold of her friends and to pick her
Oh
up.
wow.
Yeah,
Grabe.
Yeah.
How were you able to deal with that situation?
Of course, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. Didn't know where to go. Pero I was even scared of police. Kasi that was the first impression I was told. Don't ever, whatever happens, don't ever go to the police. Kasi nga takot ako because I didn't have documents. Pero at that time, syempre, I get to know a couple of people, friends of friends, family of So I'm scared, pero what else is there to do? I just have to move on. So ayun, I asked for help at that time and didn't go back to that house anymore. I ran away at 8 p.m. at night yun. Tapos I was hiding on the bushes kasi I'm scared that a police car might
Grabe.
see me. I didn't have,
San Fernando Valley.
I only had cell phone. Wala, I left everything behind. I was just wearing slippers. Tapos yun, you know, that fear, experience, hindi mo alam eh, but you have to do what you have to do to survive.
Yeah.
So, and then the following day, continue to work as if nothing happened. I can't just, stay in one corner and wait for a miracle. It's not going to happen. You have...
That's why that story, her experience really stuck to my head. And, I've never met someone so young and then without family members able to overcome that with a couple of friends only, and still because she was helping her family too, sending money to her family in Laguna. So I think that was her motivation, her source of strength.
Arman, can I ask you something? How did you know that she was the one?
Well, I have this picture in my head of what I need to as a wife, a partner in life. I need somebody who's gonna be able to handle me. because I'm a very challenging person. I'm not
Masakit ka
perfect.
sa ulo, in short.
Yes. So, and then understand me. And then,
Come here.
This is one of the twin boys.
Hi.
Okay,
Yan,
Berlin.
sige.
Can you give me some spots?
No, can you go back to your playpen? We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Okay.
So, where was I?
How did you know that she was the one?
I, I have this picture in my head. Somebody like her. Can you get it? Take her. And she's perfect in the sense that she's very intelligent at the same time that she's very brave and strong inside, and that's very unique
Correct.
for her frame. She's beautiful too, that's for sure, and that stuck in my head for a long time. And then I wanted somebody like that. I've had multiple relationship, serious ones. In fact, I had a baby with one of my girlfriend, and I just couldn't find somebody like her.
So, nung time pala na tumakbo ka sa simbahan, so at that moment, ano pumapasok sa isip mo?
Well,
Si Glody ba? Ano sa isip?
Glody talaga. No, not that time, but she was married at that time.
Yeah.
So it was a challenge. So I said, let me think this over. I went back to the Philippines, consulted my friends, and came back here.
Sabi na, go for it, bro.
Yeah. So I talked to my best friends. He's a pulmonologist
Yeah.
in Lasal, Las Marinas. His name is June Bartosa. I asked them, what is your relationship with your wives, and stuff like that, because I'm at a lost. So I came back here. I decided, we were sitting in the car, and we said, let's just do it.
Nice.
And so she filed for divorce. I ended my relationship with my fiance and went for it.
Okay. How about you? I mean, how did you know that he was the one? Kasi you're taking a risk as well. Kasi both of you have a previous relationship, and at the same time, you both have kids. Alam naman natin na when you have kids, it's a different story. Right? So,
That's right.
how did you know?
The kids become the priority no
Correct,
matter what,
correct.
right? But then again, our previous relationship, right? From the time we first met, 2004, he was my first love. And I guess he's always been. So even after years passed, memories of him will always come back. I hated some music that, we listened together. Places we've been reminds me of him all the time. That just means one thing, right? That, I'm still in love with him. Even after the first time I saw him, I'm furious. I'm so mad at him. But then he gave me that feeling that I was, yung parang binuhusan ka ng mga yelo.
Yes.
So, the feelings was never gone. So, nung time na we got together again, there's really no more getting to know each other.
Yeah.
But we passed that stage already.
We knew each other already, and we have this chemistry. Because I was her boss, and I know she's someone that I can depend on in the business. A very smart woman.
Ano mo, ang galing lang, no? When you know, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Ang galing, Pagka talagang, you think that this person is the one, you just know it. You just feel it,
Yes,
diba?
yes.
So ako, my takeaway for this topic is that malaking factor yung success ng isang tao, whether it's a boy or a girl, kung sino yung partner mo. That is my takeaway for this episode. And siguro talagang love conquers all. Kasi nakita mo yung story, may nagkasakit, merong muntik ma-rape, merong pareho silang may partner, but look at them now, they're both successful. So how about you? What's your takeaway?
Well, I would say don't settle. If
Don't
you
settle for less.
yes,
Okay.
if you find someone, if you know someone, and you fall in love with this person, don't give it up. Find a way to get back into that whatever mistake you made. If you knew that that person is right for you, you lost her the first time, and you're given the chance the second time. Now go for it.
Oh, never give up daw, guys.
risk-
Never give up.
Risk it all because it's all going to be worth it.
Nice. How about you, Lodi?
Oh, there's so many advices I can give, but the ultimate one is never be afraid, or don't be afraid to take a second chance. Sometimes a second chance is worth it. Just close your eyes and take the leap.
Ang ganda nun. Ang ganda ng mga takeaway nyo. So thank you for accepting my invitation na ma-interview ko kayo.
Thank you for this is the first time we've done this, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
We're honored.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it truly.
Appreciate it too. And with that, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Sa buhay, kasamang mga folks, ilabas lahat ng tunay. Mag-relax na tayo, sober man o tipsy. Aral makukuha mo sa life over whiskey.
Big Eyes Production.